happened.
There, we just.
Mayan ganim be main kaim Mayan ganim be main kaim Mayan ganim be main kaim
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to all of you. It's so good to be with you, even if we are in this medium through this Zoom. I'm sitting here with Alma in the TBZ sanctuary, which usually on the first Shabbat of the month is packed with all of you. Maybe not all of you, some of you are away, far away, but all of you that live in the area for our monthly Shabbat Nariya, which is TBZ and Kavod together, coming together in song, in music, in prayer, in joyful participation and singing. So we're very glad to be able to do this together right now through Zoom for this Shabbat Nariya. And I welcome all of you, those of you who are usually at Shabbat Nariya and those of you who are guests this Shabbat. Very grateful, as always, to Noah Weinberg, who leads us in music and singing. And with Noah is Michaela, who is part of our regular Mehalelim at Shabbat Nariya. And oh, I am unmuted by the host. Thank you. And Aviva, who also is part of Kavod and our big Nariya family. I'm grateful that Alma, my older daughter, could join me today here in the TBZ sanctuary. So we're about to light Shabbat candles together. And as we do that, I want to invite us to take a moment to reflect on our week. I know these weeks are kind of crazy. I don't know what was Monday or Wednesday or Friday. These weeks look all of the same. They feel long, they feel slow, they feel like they never end. But I want to invite each of us to find one thing in this past week that lifted us up and that was really an inspiration for us. So just take a moment, close your eyes if you feel called to do that. And take a moment to bring that one thing, small thing, that this week felt like a blessing, that was a blessing. And it's Shabbat Hagadol, the Shabbat before Passover, the Shabbat before Pesach. And one of the reasons we call it Shabbat Hagadol is because of the Haftarah that it's read on Shabbat Hagadol, on the Shabbat before Pesach, from the prophet Malachi. And at the end of the Haftarah, we are told that God will send Eliyahu and Elijah, the prophet, to us. And we know that next Wednesday night, for the first night of Pesach and the second night of Pesach, we will all filling our cups for Elijah and calling for redemption to come. I wanted to share a story from when I was a little kid. It's a little embarrassing story. When I was a kid, my dad will fill the Eliyahu Navi cup during the Seder and left it there. And he would always tell us that Eliyahu will come at night and drink the wine. And in the morning, when I woke up, the first thing I did was I would run to the Seder table to see if the Kiddush cup was empty. And wow, it was empty. And I fully, truly believed that Eliyahu Navi came and drank the Kiddush cup from our Seder. Our Seder. Eliyahu Navi came to my house every year. And I remember that experience with so much joy. And, and I want to invite us to believe in that, to believe that Eliyahu Navi is coming. It's coming to our ceder. It's coming to our homes. Eliyahu Navi comes in so many ways to the world. The tradition tells us that he comes as a beggar in the middle of the street or in the entrance of our cities. I want to believe that Eliyahu Navi is coming as healthcare workers and as delivery people and of those who are selling our food. Eliyahu Navi is all over. And we need to invite Eliyahu Navi, him, in, her, in, to our world. So we hold on the hope that Eliyahu Navi is coming, because it's coming. And perhaps when we are able to do that, we can go through these challenging times all together. Shabbat Shalom. So I invite you, if you have your candles, to light them. And we will be lighting ours and say the bracha together. We take 3 times from the light of the Shabbat candles, and we say the bracha together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת. Shabbat Shalom.
We'll start with the second chant on the sheet, Galena. Higale, gale, gale. Ufros, Habibi, Alai. נקדמת פניו בתודה. נקדמת פניו בתודה. נקדמת פניו בתודה. Nariya, Lord.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. It's kind of a magic to see all of your faces. I think that all of us are kind of developing a new way to pray on Zoom. And part of my Zoom prayer posture is scrolling through, looking at all your faces, even chatting Shabbat shalom to some of you. We're learning how to wave and dance and sing on the screen. And I think it's a magic because I see your faces and I feel like I'm with you. I feel your support. I feel your care. Your Shabbat candles multiply the light of my Shabbat candles. The psalm we're about to sing is about light. Or zavua latzadik v'yishrei lev simcha. Light is sown for the righteous, radiance for the upright. Now, this psalm is so fascinating. It's a story of a God who rules supreme over the world. A God who uses fire to destroy enemies, sparks lightning to illuminate the surroundings, and melts majestic mountains as if they were wax. It's a kind of God I wish I could grab onto right now. A God who would just hear all of this praying and end the suffering, end our distancing. For me, much of the world right now feels more like the tohu vavohu, the chaos of creation, than this super controlled natural environment of the beginning of this psalm. Tonight, I'm noticing something new about this verse, or Zarua. In a world in which God reigns supreme, what does God give to God's righteous people? Not an end to the struggle, not a ceasing of all war or an end to sickness or natural disaster. The righteous receive, or they receive light. In this week's Torah portion, we learn about the eternal flame that the priests are required to keep continually lit. And the 19th century Hasidic rabbi, the Sfat Emet, teaches that this fire is not only the fire that rests on the temple, it is really the fire that exists within each and every person. It's the spark of divinity in each of us, the light that stays eternally lit, regardless of how dark it becomes in our soul. Each of us is the priest, constantly feeding the flame through prayer and through our acts of chesed, of kindness. But the Sfat Emet reminds us that this flame is eternal. It, by definition, will never go out. The light inside us is but a tiny spark. And yet I think it's the light which has been sowed inside us, this light which has been sowed inside us, is more powerful than God's ability to melt a mountain. It's the ability to keep hope eternally. And what could be a more powerful force? I think this is the God that I believe in. The God who installs in all of us a radical hope. Because as a world enters this time of a great turning, this won't be our last moment of mystery. So I sing to this God tonight because I have an or. I have a hope that the future will be better, that we can come together and make it so. And of course, it's the or tzaddik, but all of us are tzaddikim. All of us are righteous people for approaching this moment. So may we find this light, this or inside of us, this radical hope that we are being held in this moment, that we have everything we need as a society to get through. And may we always, always remember that the hope is eternally within us. Let it never, ever go out. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Tyler. Or Zarua is the next song. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in your song sheet. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay.
Zamru Adonai Bechinu Bechinu Bekol Zimra Zamru Adonai Zamrud Adonai Bechinu Bechinu Bekol Zimra Zamrud Zamrud Adonai Bechinu Bechinu Bekol Zimra Zamrud Adonai Bechinu Zamrud Adonai Bechinu Bechinu Bekol Zimra Zamrud Adonai Bechinu Bechinu Bekol Zimra Zamrud Adonai Bechinu Bechinu Bekol Zimra
Adonai Eloheinu ramemo. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu ramemo. Ay, ay, ay. Ramemo Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishachavu le'al kodsho. Ay, ramemo Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishachavu le'al kodsho. Ay, ay, ay. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu ramemo. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu ramemo. Ramemo Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'al kodsho.
Rise as you're able and body and spirit. Kol Adonai Lamayim. We feel that today as the water rain here, so we feel the voice of God on the water. Kol Adonai Lamayim. El Kavod Yirim. Kol Adonai Lamayim. El Kavod Yirim. Adonai Amayim Rabim. Adonai Amayim Rabim. Kol Adonai B'koach. Kol Adonai Be'adar. Kol Adonai Al-Hamayim. Adonai Al-Hamayim. Kol Adonai, Kol Adonai Al-Hamayim. Adonai Al-Hamayim. Kol Adonai Al-Hamayim. El Kavod Yirim. Kol Adonai Al-Hamayim. El Kavod Yirim. Adonai Al-Hamayim Rabim. Adonai Al-Hamayim Rabim. Kol Adonai B'koach. Kol Adonai Be'adar. Kol Adonai Al-Hamayim. Adonai Al-Hamayim. Kol Adonai, Kol Adonai Al-Hamayim. Adonai Al-Hamayim. Oh, Kol Adonai, Kol Adonai Al-Hamayim. Adonai Al-Hamayim. Oh, Yachideh, Le'amcha B'nei, Zocheh,
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. It is so good to be here with all of you. We're about to sing Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala. Come, my beloved, and let us greet the Shabbat bride. I don't know about you, but in this time of social distancing, I am so excited to welcome a guest to my home, the Shabbat bride. For the past few weeks, I have let the dishes sometimes get a little out of hand. I have not always worn pants that I didn't also wear to sleep. But tonight is different because in Lecha Dodi we sing, Hi Nari me'afar kuni, livshi bigdei tifartechami. Shake yourself off, arise from the dust. Shake yourself off, arise from the dust, and let us put on our clothes of glory, my people. And so today I put on a nicer shirt. I put on a belt for the first time in a really long time. I cleaned the dishes and I got ready to welcome the Shabbat bride. And I think for all of us, we all need some guests in our home these days. And we're excited to also welcome Eliyahu in a few days. But I just want to take a minute for all of us to just be in silence and think about who it is that we need the Shabbat bride to be. Whose presence do we need? So just close your eyes. I invite you to close your eyes and take 2 breaths. And as we're about to open our doors, I ask, who is the Shabbat bride for you? Who do you need in your home tonight? Is it a parent, a grandparent, a sibling, a child, a dear friend, who you miss, who you're praying for, who you think is praying for you? Perhaps it's someone on this screen who's already here in some way. Maybe it's not even a person. Maybe the Shabbat bride that you need to welcome is a wave of light, of comfort, of rest from the trials of the week. So let that person come in tonight. Let's shake ourselves off. Let's arise from the dust. Let's wash our dishes. Let's put on our belts. Let's let this person, this being, this queen, this bride, this energy sit at our tables with us. And let us welcome a guest, finally, into our lives. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Rachel. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Rise as you're able and face your door to welcome the Shabbat bride. Boi v'shalom, azeh bala, gam b'simcha u'b'tzora, toch emunei Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos.
Ugh. Shainim ve'ananim yehiyu. Shainim ve'ananim yehiyu.
So, Shabbat Shalom again. Thank you, Noah, Michaela, Viva, for bringing Shabbat so beautifully. I want to invite us just for a few moments to take time. If you feel like closing your eyes, sitting straight or standing, whatever works for you, putting your feet on the ground, take a moment to connect with your breathing, to connect with the divine presence within yourself, to connect with gratitude, with a sense of gratitude. To bring into Shabbat what is deep in your heart. Recognizing the power of music, of community, of connection. That even though we are physically distant, we're even closer than ever. May the words of my נברך יה מעתה ועד עולם. היי יאי יאי הרררי יאי יאי היי Let's see you jumping, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. I am looking at all of you in the gallery of you beautiful. I see a doctor there in her gown, Lillian Siegel. I don't know if I even know you, but thank you for being there and taking care and joining us Shabbat from wherever you are, taking care of those who need to be taken care, and all of you. Thank you. What a blessing to be with all of you. We're now in a moment to say the mourner's Kaddish. So if you would like to add names of the people you want to say Kaddish, you can write them on the chat. I will want to dedicate this Kaddish to our dear TBZ member, David Brixton, who passed away 2 days ago, who has been part of our community for a long time, who we buried this afternoon. I was honored to officiate his burial, his funeral this afternoon. David loved TBZ. David loved singing. David loved Eliyahu Hanavi. David loved meditation. And he will be missed. And we're bringing David Brixton to our memory. I would like to also recognize and give our condolences to Sam Sickle and Jenny Sickle, Rabbi Sam Sickle and Jenny Sickle, on the passing of Sam's father in New York. The burial will be a private one in Boston on Monday, and then we'll have Shiva through Zoom together. And this week we commemorate the yahrzeit of Benjamin Agronik, Nathalie Agronik, Sylvia Bach, Odette Benari, Shirley Freed, Carol Gibbs, Anna Hamburg, Belle Greenberg-Klatsko, Gerald Kleinman, Jerry Lehner, Harris Levine, Max David Plovnik, Herman Reich, David Reich, Herman Schwartz, James Alvin Schulman, Max Schuster, Sylvia Young, and we add all the names of the people you're adding in our list: Dick Passman, John Powell, Edwin Steinberg, Carl Snyder, Asher Ben Esther, Yefani Menkiti, Larry Fuchs, Elliot Quick, Paul DeCram, Beatrice Malter, Marcel Kodur, Pesach Ben David and Sarah, Gita Levedinsky, Marshall Blair, the nameless men, women, and children who died today during the Holocaust have no one to say Kaddish for them. Phil Sarafan, Richard Seeley, all the victims and families of this terrible virus, Arthur Buchbinder, Thelma Cantor, Bill Withers, many who have died from COVID and don't have the people to say Kaddish for them, William Emrich, Adina Fuchler-Tate, Yavila McCoy's mothers, Darlene Schwartz, Moshe Harens, and all those who don't have someone to say Kaddish, we remember them. So we say the mourner's Kaddish. In the past, we have unmuted you all, but with 215 people, that will be, we won't be able to hear anything. So I'll say the Kaddish, and please respond. And if you're saying Kaddish, say it with me, and we'll say Amen together. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועלמה דברה חירותה וימליך מלכותה, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן, יהא שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו, לאלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירם ועלמה ואמרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו, על כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן.
Amen.
So we are going to have some announcements. First, Sarah Smolover, TBZ president. Need to unmute her. Nadav, can you unmute Sarah Smolover?
Great, and see if he needs any help too.
Oh, you're the... Sarah? No, I don't think it's that Sarah. All right, well, let's start with Aviva. Let's start with Kavod House announcements from Aviva. Aviva, let's start with your announcements until we figure out Sarah Smolover.
I'm ready. I'm good.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome again to Shabbat Nariya. It's so good to be with all of you. My name is Aviva. I'm a member of the spirituality team at Kavod. And first of all, we just want to welcome and especially recognize there's lots of people on who have never been to Shabbat Nariya before. So we'll welcome you. We're looking forward to meeting you in person sometime soon. A few quick things happening at Kavod in this next week. The first is that if you're curious about what housing justice looks like during COVID-19 and you want to learn more about how the crisis has impacted rent payments and evictions, please join Kavod's Housing Justice team on Monday night from 7 to 8 p.m. to find out how to participate in housing justice efforts during these times. And you can reach out to Lily Ritter with questions. Please also join the Kavod Jews of Color, Indigenous Jews, Sfardim, and Mizrahim caucus for an online Pesach Seder this Sunday, April 5th at 5 p.m., where there will be beautiful song, ritual, and community. And please contact Sivan Ben Hayun with any questions. And finally, everyone is invited to a joyful, liberatory, and connected community Seder that Kavod is holding on the first night of Pesach, Wednesday, April 8th. The Seder will be facilitated by Rabbi Kohenet Margie Klein-Ronkin, who's on here with us tonight. Kavod's beloved founder, much beloved by all, and it's going to be led on Zoom, of course. And we would love to have you with us. If you want to know more about that, you can find me and reach out to me. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Sarah, now it's you.
Yes. It's amazing to be able to greet all of you from my house. I thought having a fire alarm go off during Nariya was a weird circumstance, but this is like Yotzei Mehaklal. We're really pulling it together in a beautiful way. And you should know that every Shabbat now, this is the fourth one.
Yeah.
The fourth time that we are coming together as a TBZ community for Kabbalat Shabbat, and everyone who's here tonight is welcome to come every week. It's almost the same, but not quite. But it's a beautiful service, and it's another way for us to come together and be together for Shabbat. So please, I welcome you to come and join us every Shabbat at 6 o'clock. So you should know that the office is open, even though really pretty much Rav Claudia is the only one that's in the building, and Leo, who is cleaning. The building has never been cleaner and more organized. The office, the phones are forwarded all the time to someone. So if anyone has a need a request, something, please feel free to call the office. And as you know, also our Chesed community is up and running and doing amazing work. And please think about if you have a need or you want to offer help, there are requests going out, and you can email chesed@tbzbrookline.org to get help. One of the Chesed things that we can do is support JF&CS Family Table. As you know, many more people are going to be needing more than crackers and soup, and we can't bring that right now. You can donate to JF&CS Family Table. You can send a check. You can go online and do it on credit card, and that would be a big mitzvah for you to do. Pesach is coming, and we're going to have virtual programming for Pesach. We're going to have a Beit Rabban Seder. Reb Moshe is teaching a class. We can have a second Seder together, the second night with Rav Claudia. There's information about that. And then there's, on the end of the Chag, there's Hallel and Yisker service together. And some more things happening, including an opportunity for our community to get together and schmooze on Zoom. We'll do breakout rooms and have a chance to talk with each other and just hang out. Bring an egg salad, a matzah, or a cocktail, whatever you want to do. There's a lot of other things happening over Shabbat, and those are all in the email with links to all of those things. And I just want to say how grateful I am to have the leadership that we have with Rav Claudia and Rav Tiferet, Tyler, Reb Moshe, everybody else who has participated tonight, Noah, everybody, the teachers who are keeping the drumbeat going at TBZ. There is barely a step that's been missed. And in fact, I think we can all say that we feel more connected than ever. And this will be over. And God willing, all of us will come through it in good health. And I hope that we will take out of this some really important lessons about what community means to each other, what TBZ means to you. I'm not here making a financial pitch, but keep it in mind, because we need to keep this community alive through the good times and the bad times. So thank you for being part of this amazing community. All of you from Kavod, all the guests that are here tonight. I think my cousin in Philadelphia was here earlier. It's amazing. And I want to just thank you for being with us through this time, and wish you a Shabbat Shalom of peace and rest, and making a Hevdel from the rest of the week. And so we can all be together throughout Shabbat tomorrow. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Sarah. And now raise your Kiddush cup if you have one there. Raise your Kiddush cup. And I want to hear you saying L'chaim from wherever you are, okay? Sabri Chavrai.
L'chaim.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kideshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratza banu b'shabbat kodsho v'yavo v'ratzon inchilanu zikaron lema'aseh bereshit ki hu yom techila lemikrai kodesh zecher litziat Mitzrayim ki banu v'acharta v'otanu kidashta im kol ha'amim b'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava u'b'ratzon inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, and we do Natilat Yadayim. You want to do it? Okay. You say the bracha.
I need a paper towel.
Baruch atah. Yalla. Say the bracha.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו על נטילת ידיים.
Amen. And let's all have you now on what is it called, view? I can see you all. Gallery view. All connect to the challah, or to someone connect to the challah. Let's see you connected either to this challah or to your challah. I see a lot of hands connecting to our challah, and we say, you say,
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם המוציא לחם מן הארץ.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom.
Oh, say